what do we have to do? You have to go. All right. No worries. All right, we've just got underway here in Wessington Springs for the Blackhawks with the black uniform and the gray stripe. We have freshman Ashton Hill going for Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Woonsocket, and 7th grader Connor Geed going for the Howard Tigers. Hill has him on his back, garnering some back points here for the Spartans. And Hill comes up with the pin. On mat 2, we had Gavin Braun, a freshman, defeating our lone Iroquois wrestler, Patrick Decker. Up next for the Spartans, we have Jackson Carter, and correction on that, the pin for Iroquois Dolan, Patrick Decker on mat 2. Now up for the Spartans. I believe we're going to 140 for this match. Troy, right? No. Troy Fosnot up for the Spartans at 145 against Gabriel Martin for Howard. Locked up there in the middle. Howard's in on a single. The Howard wrestler working hard on that single. Fosnot fights it off, and we're back on our feet. Once again, the Howard was in deep, has the fireman's there, and he's got the takedown, and then they're out of bounds. They will return to the center of the circle with Martin leading Fosnot 2-0. Fosnot makes a move. Fosnot to his feet, and Fosnot returned to the mat. Howard working on a half right there. Fosnot does a good job of sliding through that. Howard wrestler continues to work on top. That's Martin. Trying to get off to his side. He gets over to the side, and he pulls Fosnot through. And there's still control by Howard. Now there's a reversal by Fosnot. The score is tied at 2-2. Fosnot in control on top. looking to run that around. And the Howard wrestler's looking to come out. Hooks a single leg. Fosnat's trying desperately to hang on here. And the Howard wrestler comes out the back for a reversal for 2. And it is 4-0, or 4-2, Martin over Fosnat. Eight seconds to go here in the first period. And that's how your first period will end. Martin will go down. Fosnat will assume the top position for the start of the second period. We're set now to start period 2. The Howard wrestler gets to his feet, trying to get away. A trip there by Fosnat. Howard wrestler back to his feet again, and an escape point for Howard. Martin leads 5-2. Howard in on a single. Fosnat counters with an ankle. Both wrestlers back on their feet. Both wrestlers looking for an opening for a shot here. One minute to go here in the second period. Martin continues to lead Fosnat 5-2. Martin in on a single one more time. Fosnat has a little bit of a height advantage here. Able to fight that single off. And they're both off the mat, so we'll go back to the middle with both wrestlers up. We have a stall warning on green. And that's the end of the second period. Martin leaves Fosnat 5-2 going into the third. Fosnat starts down. Howard does a good job of controlling the core there. Fosnat tries to work up and out of it. Howard remains in control with the leg. Returns Fosnat back to the mat. Working to get to a side there. Nothing there on the tilt. Martin works off to the right side of Fosnat. Nothing there, pops back over to the left. Breaks him back down to the mat. Martin continues to remain in control on top. He's got an elbow hook there. Fosnot rolls away from that, and he's got the head hooked. He's looking for back points here. Back points are being counted. And the pin happens at 42 seconds left in the third period. So Fosnot is pinned at 1:18 of the third period. The win goes to Martin. Up next for the Spartans, we'll have at 160 Braden Labor, and for Howard at 160, I believe we have John Calise. Labor a junior, Calise a senior. Calise quickly in on a single, takes Labor to the mat for two. We had an escape there by Labor and then a takedown by Calise. Calise is going to defer. We're going to go both up. So it's 4-2, as that counts as an escape point for Labor. Labor looking to shoot, as is Calise. Both wrestlers circling in the middle. Calise in on a double for a 2-point takedown. Working out there on the edge of the mat. Calise working hard to gain control of that right elbow. Labor back to his feet and an escape point, so it's 6-3, Calise. Both wrestlers up. Shot there by Calise. And Labor is taken back to the mat. Calise leads 8-3. Calise working over that left elbow. Labor does a good job of slipping out of that. We can continue to work here on the left or the right arm of Labor as Calise is looking to turn him, and he does get him turned. Back points are being counted. Back points are up to 3. He's looking for a pin here. There's 20 seconds left in the match. Calise working hard to pick that head up to expose those shoulders. And there's the pin. So Labor is pinned at 1:45 of the first period. Your winner is John Calise. For Howard at 170, I believe we have Calvin Halverson, and he will receive a forfeit. At 182 for Howard, we have Griffin Clubb. Spartans are open at 182, and Clubb will receive a forfeit. Neither team has a wrestler at 195. Neither team has a wrestler at 220. And at 285, Quentin Christensen will receive a forfeit. That is the end of the duel. Now we'll have some exhibition matches. I believe Ashton Hill is back on the mat. And for Howard, I'm assuming it is Connor Geed once again back on the mat. Sorry we don't have the names of the younger wrestlers that are doing their exhibitions tonight. And they're both off, so we'll go back to the center. Oh, the Spartan wrestler had a good hold there, and he slid through. Takedown for the Howard wrestler. Howard wrestler working hard on top to get a turn. Has an elbow locked, running it through. Good job by the WarHawk wrestler to fend that off. Back points there for the Howard wrestler being counted off. And the Howard wrestler comes up with the pin. That pin occurred at 1:10 of the first. Coming out now, we have a win for the Spartans. And my mistake, that did not end the duel, as we had some lower weight classes still coming through. I believe this match is going to be Jackson Janes for Howard and Ethan Rierick for your WarHawks. And Janes gets the first takedown of the match. Janes is looking to run it around the right side. Has that locked in, needs to clear that elbow. Good fight off there by Rierick. Tilt through, no points. Now we're getting some back points. And Rierick continues to fight hard on the bottom. The Howard wrestler looking to cover and lock him up. And Rierick attempts to come out. Howard remains in control. We have 3 back points awarded for your Howard wrestler, Janes. And they're off the mat. We're going to come back. We're going to go both up. So that's counted an escape point for Rierick. Howard wrestler in on the ankle, and we have a potential dangerous. Rierick looking to move forward. And we have a single leg in there by the Howard wrestler, and a 2-point takedown. Howard wrestler moves through the center. Rierick does a good job of getting back to a base. Howard wrestler tries to work on that arm bar. 15 seconds to go here in your first period. And run it around there for additional back points. And that's the end. We're going to go 2 more back points for the Howard wrestler. That brings your score to 11-1. It's Red's choice, and it's the WarHawks' choice, and they choose up. So Rierick will come in for the cover. Both up. We have an escape point, and we have a takedown, 14-1. Getting very close to a Superior decision here by the Howard wrestler. Howard wrestler continues to work on that right arm, trying to get him turned. Coming around, running it around. And we have a dangerous hold. So we'll return back to the center of the ring. Howard remains in control on top. Looking to pull that arm in. And it was a tilt, no back points awarded. 1 minute to go here in your second period. And we have 2 points. And that's the end of your match as it's a 15-point lead, 16-1. We have Janes over Rierick. Up next, we have Kaden Carter. And Carter will receive a forfeit. And that will end our duel. We'll move over to the other mat and pick up a few matches. I believe on this side for Kimball-White Lake, we have Dalton Deffenbaugh at 220. And I believe we have Preston Cavalier. Deffenbaugh, an 8th grader. Preston Cavalier, a freshman. Deffenbaugh trying to fight that pin attempt off. We have back points coming up. Tries to roll through, rolls back. Deffenbaugh doing a good job. And Deffenbaugh is pinned at 1:45 of period 1. That puts your team score at Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes 36-12. And at 2:85, Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes, Cameron Stiles receives a forfeit. So your final score in that is 42-12. And we receive a forfeit there at 106 for Kimball. And $113, we receive a forfeit. $120 is also a forfeit going to Kimball-White Lake. For Kimball-White Lake, I believe they will receive a forfeit at 126. And a forfeit also at 138. So your final score is Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes 72, Northwestern Warner 12. We'll take a short break here, maybe get a few exhibition matches in, and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, we're back with a couple exhibition matches. On the left, we have Peyton Walls, and we'll kind of swap back and forth. Walls in on a single. And over on the other mat, we have Hayes Christensen going against a Kimball-White Lake wrestler. Kimball-White Lake leads that one 2-0. And the Kimball-White Lake wrestler has Hayes on the bottom. On the other mat, Walls continues to stave off an attack here by his Kimball-White Lake mate. And Christensen looking at back points. Three back points. We'll come over here and catch a little more of the Walls match. That one remains scoreless. Both wrestlers working hard to gain an advantage. Each has a hold. See who comes through. Walls continues to fight that off, while on the other mat, Christensen continues to fight that off, but Christensen is pinned. The Walls match remains scoreless. Five seconds to go here in the Walls match. And that's the end of the first. Red's choice. Red chooses up, so Walls will start period number 2 on top. This is Peyton Walls. And I believe our Kimball-White Lake wrestler is Rise Truman. Truman continues to try to work out of it, and Walls hangs on up to his feet, and Walls returns him quickly to the match. He continues to have a grip on that left wrist. Walls is working hard to maintain that control. Walls continues to use his hand control to keep the Kimball-White Lake wrestler down. Walls continues to maintain control, although the Kimball-White Lake wrestler now has a leg. Walls continues to be in control. Walls looks to tilt, nothing there. Good defense there by your Kimball-White Lake wrestler, who I believe is Rise Truman. And there is 10 seconds to go here. Walls needs to hang on here. Walls continues to be in control with 2-1, and that's how your second period will end. We are still scoreless. It's Green's choice. And Green's going to choose down. So Walls will start on top. And here we go in our third period of a very good, well-contested match here with a couple of our younger wrestlers going at it. We have a scoreless tie. Walls continues to maintain control on top. Oh, and we have a reversal. And we have back points being counted, so we have 2 back points. Walls continues to try to work off the bottom. Kimball-White Lake wrestler has a pretty good hold there. Walls continues to work hard, trying to roll through that. Walls is expending a lot of energy trying to stay out of that pin. Doing a good job, but there it is. With 1:02 gone in your third period, Walls is pinned. We'll pick up a little bit over here of the Howard-Northwestern match. Trying to catch a name here so I know what weight class we're on. The Warner-Northwestern wrestler scores 2. It's 2-0 Warner-Northwestern. Back points being counted there. He's trying to squeeze that into a pin. And the pin happens at 1:58 of period 1. Back over on the Spartan mat in a Kimball-White Lake duel, we now have Kale Muling. Muling tonight is wrestling at 138. And for Kimball-White Lake, they have 3 listed at 148, so I'm not quite sure who we got. Try to catch a name here for you. Muling gets 2-point takedown. Looking to get a half turned in there. Muling's working hard on top. Muling continues to maintain control, up 2-0 with about 1:15 to go here in the first period. Muling looking to reach in on that half, just coming up a little bit short. Worked off to the side. Good work over there by Muling. Good counter by the Kimball-White Lake wrestler. Muling's continuing to control that arm underneath. Muling's looking to pull a half there. Returns him back to the mat. Muling continues to work on top. The Kimball-White Lake continues to counter, and Muling has a tilt. We have some back points coming for Muling. Muling looking to press that in, and Muling gets the pin at 1:46 of period 1. Kale Muling with the pin. And that will start our match against Kimball-White Lake. And that time we're starting at 1:38. Now at 1:45, I have Troy Fosnot and either Garrett Westendorf or Kiana Shevling Major. I believe this is Westendorf. Westendorf in on a quick double, takes Fosnot to the mat. Working over that arm. Westendorf looking to reset. Westendorf continuing to be on top, has an arm bar there. Looking to tilt him, and it's a roll through, no back points there. Westendorf continues to work on top. Still no back points awarded. Still controlled by the Kimball-White Lake wrestler. Has him in a cradle. More back points are counted. We have 2 back points. Still more back points coming. Back points do not accumulate, so I believe we're still at 2. Kimball-White Lake looking for one more turn to see if he can pick up with that bonus back point. And Fosnot is pinned at 1:56 of period 1. Up next at 1:60 for Wessington Springs, Woonsocket, Wolsey, Wessington, we have Braden Labor. At 1:60 for Kimball-White Lake, we have Joey Boz. Labor is a junior, as is Boz. Labor and Boz continue to be locked up. No points scored here in the first 45 seconds of their match. Good block there by Labor. He's in on a single. A counter there by Boz with the headlock. Labor's looking for the trip. Doesn't get it. Looks again. Nothing doing. And we have no control yet. Labor needs to get his leg out for the takedown to count. We have 40 seconds left to go. And we have a dangerous situation called, and both wrestlers will return to their feet. A lot of action there, no points scored. Labor has the head down, looking for that takedown. Counter there by the Kimball-White Lake wrestler. Getting in on that leg. Labor trying to push back. 10 seconds left to go here in a scoreless first period. And there will be no score as we head into the second period. Green has choice. Green defers. Red's choice. Red chooses to start down. So Boz will start down, covered there by Labor. This is your 160-pound match. Boz made a quick move. Labor counters, maintains control of that arm, looking to get to a side. It's been a very well contested match. Both wrestlers working hard. A lot of good counters. Labor looking to pull that arm through and works for some back points. Good block there once again by the Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes wrestler. Labor now has a lock on that arm. He's got the head. He's got him turned. Labor has him turned and stuck. So Braden Labor records the pin at 47 seconds in the second period over Boz. At 170, Wessington Springs is open. I believe it is Roger Duba, a senior, will take the forfeit win. At 182, I believe we have freshman Holden Havlick unopposed, and he will take the win. At 195, Wessington Springs is open. Levi Nightingale will take the forfeit win. At 220, Dalton Deffenbaugh, an 8th grader, will take a forfeit win. And at our 285, we have 2 seniors going at it. Quentin Christensen for Wessington Springs Woonsocket Wolsey Wessington, and Cameron Stiles, a senior from Kimball, White Lake Platte Geddes. Both are looking to push. Christensen has a front headlock, looking to run it through, and we're off the mat. They'll return to center, both wrestlers up. And we have a blood timeout here. Thanks to the young men for getting the mats cleaned up. I believe we have Parker Couch and Will Gross on that duty tonight. And we're back to action. Christensen in on a single. Counter there by Stiles. And once again, we're off the mat. Christensen once again takes a shot. Counter there by Stiles. Both wrestlers remain on their feet. Christensen, the taller of the two wrestlers, but giving up a little weight here in your heavyweight 285 division. Once again, Christensen goes for an underhook. Styles counters. Both wrestlers continue to work for position. Now they're back to the center. Christensen looking to push. Styles counters. Christensen in. And once again, we're off the mat. We have a stalling caution red on the Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes wrestler. Christensen in, and Styles has Christensen down. Christensen looking to fight that off. We've got 4 seconds left to go here in the first, and that's the end. And we're going to get a takedown and 3 back points. Styles leads 5-0 after 1. They're going to defer Christensen's choice. Christensen chooses down. Christensen looks to get up. Does so quite easily for the escape point, 5-1. Christensen looking to go back in. Once again, we have a block there by Styles. Christensen and Styles, good matchup here. Both seniors. Nothing happening there. Getting him back to the center of the mat. And we have a takedown, 2-point takedown by Christensen, and then they're off the mat. Styles continues to lead 5-3 here with 1:33 to go in the second period. Styles will assume the down position. Christensen comes in for the cover. On the whistle, Styles attempts to sit out. Christensen trying to control that left arm. Christensen continues to control the arm. Styles gets his arm loose. Christensen controls that left leg, trying to run it through. Styles looking for an escape, and we're going to run him off the mat. And now we have a stalling called on green. We'll return to the mat with Christensen trailing 3-5 with 1:09 to go here in your second period. Once again, Christensen trying to control that arm, trying to get a turn. Styles rolls back into him. Christensen on his toes trying to get something started here. He's looking to pull that arm out from under and remain in control. And Styles rolls through that attempt. Christensen now off to the left side of Styles, trying to one more time to control that wrist. Not Christensen continues to try to get some back points here before the end of the period. Styles once again gets out of that. We have 10 seconds to go here in the second period. Once again, Christensen tries for the turn, and Styles is able to flatten out and escape. And that will be the end of your second period, with Christensen trailing 5-3. Styles chooses both up to start the third match. Christensen going for the throw here from the standing position. Styles fights that off. Once again, he's going for the throw. And there he goes. And now it is a 5-5 tie. Christensen in control on top. Christensen trying to get across to get that half in. Christensen working hard. Styles on the bottom. fought off that attempt. Christensen reloads for a chance on this side. Nothing there. 1:15 to go here in your third period in a 5-5 tie. Christensen looking to apply pressure there. And Stiles once again slips out. 1 minute exactly to go here in your third and final period, unless there is an overtime. Christensen looking to turn him. Stiles looking to get off the mat. And we're going to go back to the center. Christensen in control on top as we return to the center with 50 seconds to go here in the match. Christensen with the cover. Once again, he tries to control that arm, nothing there. He tries to go across. He has that right ankle controlled. Looking to turn him. Stiles is doing a good job on the bottom of fending off the attacks here by Christensen. Christensen looking to, and we have a stalling called on green. So that's 1 point red. And Stiles takes a 6-5 lead. All right, 27 seconds. Christensen looking to finish it. And they're both off the mat. 20 seconds left here. 20 seconds left in the match. Stiles leads Christensen 7-5. Oh, and we have a quick start there by Christensen. We have a caution on that. Both boys have expended a lot of effort. Christensen goes back in. Stiles blocks that. Christensen trying hard for that throw. Stiles just remains on the bottom. Christensen looking to turn him, and he's got him turned, and we're looking at back points. And Christensen pins him with 1:58 in the third period. Christensen over Stiles with a pin at 1:58 in period 3. What a well-contested match that was. Both wrestlers left it all on the mat. Great win for Christensen. Stiles put up a very valiant effort. Up next, we have Ashton Hill for Wessington Springs, Woonsocket, Wolsey, Wessington. And for Kimball-White Lake, I will try to catch a name. Hill has that single. Hill continues on the single. Oh, and it looks like we're going to have a reversal here. A takedown by your Kimball-White Lake wrestler. No back points awarded as there was not a tip. Now we're getting some back points counted. Ashton Hill looking to fight off the pin here. Doing a good job, but that pin comes at 51 seconds of the first period. A pin by the Kimball-White Lake wrestler. That was either Gavin Braun or Vincent Lenz. Now up for the Spartans, we have Jackson Carter, a 7th grader, and either Johnny Lenz or Tate Surratt for Kimball-White Lake. Both wrestlers working hard to get position here. And we're going to go both up as they hit the edge of the mat. Both boys have a hold. Going to see who can get the leverage to get a takedown here. They're both working back up to their feet. And we're off the mat, and we'll return to the center. The Kimball-White Lake wrestler in on a single, and with the takedown. Kimball-White Lake wrestler continues in control over Jackson Carter. We have 10 seconds left to go here. Carter trails 2-0 here towards the end of the first, and that's the way your first period will end. And Carter chooses down to start this. Carter looking to get to his base. Kimball-White Lake wrestler remains in control on top. Good roll through attempt there by Carter. Kimball-White Lake wrestler remains in control. Kimball-White Lake wrestler in control on top, looking for the pin, and he gets a pin at 1:34 of period number 2. A pin for the Kimball-White Lake Platte-Geddes wrestler over Jackson Carter. At 1:26, Kimball-White Lake Platte-Geddes is going to receive a forfeit. We have Ethan Rurick coming out. And for Kimball-White Lake, I believe this is Aiden Myers. Myers with a quick takedown, looking to work that armbar. Trying to keep him on the mat. Rurick doing a good job of keeping that back leg in to prevent being turned. And now we're off the mat. So we'll return to the center of the mat. The Kimball-White Lake wrestler continues to control this. And I believe for Kimball-White Lake Platte-Geddes, this is Aiden Myers. Myers looks to work off to the left side. Good block there by Rurick. Once again, he comes off to the left. Working hard to pull that arm back. He finally gets it. Rurik doing a good job of keeping that leg hooked to prevent being turned here. Good run around there, but no points scored. Good defense there by Rurik on the bottom. And he's going to garner some back points here. We have 15 seconds to go here in the first period. The Kimball-White Lake wrestler is in control. Still in control. And there was not a change of control there, so Rurik trails 4-2. Rurik defers, and the Kimball-White Lake wrestler will start down. An escape there for the Kimball-White Lake wrestler, and then a takedown to take a 7-0 lead here over Rurik. Kimball-White Lake continues to try to work that arm. Now he's got a leg hooked. Can't get him tipped quite yet. Rurik doing a good job of flattening out on the mat and preventing those back points at this point. He frees his arm. Kimball-White Lake wrestler looks to come back. Reload here. Once again, he's got that arm lock behind his back. Now it appears he's going to follow that with a half. He runs through it. Rurik does a good job there. Still no points awarded. And now we have a point awarded for Rurik on the escape. Rurik looking to take him down. No points awarded yet. Now we have Rurik. No back points awarded there. We have 33 seconds to go. I do believe it should be 7-3, and I believe we have a dangerous hold called. Scoreboard still says 7-1. So both wrestlers are up as they return to the center of the mat after the dangerous hold call. We have 10 seconds left to go. Kimball-White Lake in on a double. And we're going to say they're both off the mat and go return to the center with 7 seconds left, with Rurik trailing 7-1. And that's the end of your second period. Rurik trails 7-1. Starting your third period, we are both going to go up as Rurik chose both on their feet. So here we go with the final 2 minutes of this match here at 1:26. Both wrestlers working hard here. We're working to get him back on the mat. And we're going to call a stalemate and put them both back up. Both wrestlers looking for a takedown here. Good block there by Rurik on the single attempt. He's trying to lure him back to the center of the ring. 1 minute to go here in your third and final period of this 126-pound match. Rurik. And we're going to go both up as they were once again off the map. We approach final 30 seconds. And Rurik gets in on a headlock. Good block there. No points yet. Now we get a 2-point takedown for Rurik, and he's going to need some back points to win this. Only 15 seconds to go. He's going to need to stick him. There's not time for a takedown and back points. Good hard-fought match here between Rurik and your Kimball-White Lake wrestler. And that's the end of the match with Kimball-White Lake taking the win 7-3. Up next for the Spartans, we have Kaden Carter, and for Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes, we have Hayes Havlick. So for Wolsey Wessington Springs Woonsocket WarHawks, we have Kaden Carter, and for your Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes, we have Hayes Havlick. Both gentlemen looking for some hand control here. Working hard. And our first shot there taken by Carter, countered there by Havlick. No points yet as both wrestlers are in position to score. Still no points awarded. And Carter is trying to pull his head, and Carter does get his head out for the 2-point takedown. Havlick back to his feet with 1 minute to go, and we're off the mat. Havlick will go down. Carter will cover here with 56 seconds to go in the first period. Carter leading 2-0. Carter returns him to the mat quickly on that whistle. Carter looking to pull that arm through. Looking to control that wrist. Carter still in control, looking to go work a half there. And we're off the mat. Havlick will remain in the down position with 17 seconds to go here in your first period. Carter's coming in for the cover. Havlick tries to sit out. Good counter there by Carter. Carter maintains control here with 10 seconds to go. Going to try to hang on here, avoid the escape point here towards the end. And there is no escape awarded, so Carter takes a 2-0 lead into the second period. Green defers, and Havlick chooses to start in the down position. Carter coming in for the cover. Havlick does a quick sit out, but Carter, good move there to control that arm and return him to the mat. We have Carter working off to the left side here. Carter continuing to work from the top position. Trying to gain an advantage here. Good defense by Havlik. Carter looking to control that right wrist and get a turn. Havlik able to escape that. Havlik back to his base. Carter returns him back to the mat one more time. Carter does with a good step over. Trying to get that wrist out. Carter still working off. Carter continuing to try to run that around to try to expose the shoulders for some back points, and he is getting a few back points here. Good kick out there by Havlik, but Carter remains in control. And we're going to go with 3 back points for Carter. Carter takes a 5-0 lead here with 41 seconds to go here in the second period. Carter continues to try to work off to the side. Havlik continues to counter those moves. Carter's trying to hang on here, and we're off the mat. Havlik will return to the center in the bottom position. Carter will cover here with 13 seconds to go here in your second period. Quick move there by Havlik, countered by Carter. There's 8 seconds to go. Carter trying to hang on here. And that's the end of your second period with Carter leading 5-0. That's Kaden Carter at 132 and Hayes Havlik for your Kimball-White Lake Platte-Geddes squad. Carter starts on the bottom for the third period. Havlik looking to keep him on the mat. Carter doing a good job of getting to his feet. Havlik does a good job of putting him back down. Carter looking to work out of it to get his wrist free. He's got a wrist free. Trying to get his hips up. Carter looking to get out from the side. Both boys continue to work hard. 1 minute to go here in your third period. Carter continues to lead Havlik 5-0. Havlik using a sit out. Havlik trying for the escape. They still have control with the Kimball-White Lake wrestler. Carter looking to run through here. We still have the Kimball-White Lake wrestler, Kimball-White Lake Platte-Geddes wrestler Havlik in control. Carter trying hard to get that turn. 35 seconds to go here in your third quarter. And we have a reversal by Carter. He takes a 7-0 lead with exactly 30 seconds to go here in your third period. Carter continues to try to work on that left arm. He's got it pulled through. 8 seconds to go here. And Carter will take a 7-0 victory over Havlik from Kimball-White Lake Platte-Geddes. So Kaden Carter of your Wessington Springs, Wolsey Wessington Woonsocket WarHawks with the victory. Now up for the WarHawks, we have Nathan Gaikowski at 132. I believe he has moved up, and he has Jace Solek. This is Nathan Gaikowski. Gaikowski works back up to his feet. Kimball wrestler in on a single. Gets the takedown. Working there to pull Gaikowski's hand through. Oh, good roll through there by Gaikowski to avoid back points. Your Wildcat wrestler still in control. Good defensive move there by Gaikowski. And they're off the mat. We'll go back to the center with Gaikowski on the bottom. Gaikowski tries to sit out. The Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes wrestler counters that. Oh, and we're going through a roll, and we had him in a temporary cradle. We have 2 back points so far, and now we're looking to add to that. And we have 3 back points awarded. Gaikowski trails 5-0. Once again, we're getting back points here. Gaikowski does a good job of rolling through that. With 3 seconds left, we have 3 more back points added to the Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes wrestler score. Gaikowski trails 8-0. And that's the end of the period. As we move to period 2, Gaikowski trails 8-0. Gaikowski had the cover. The Wildcat wrestler to his feet to take a 9-0 lead on the escape. Both boys continue to work hard to get a takedown here. And the Wildcat wrestler was in on a single. Gets a takedown to take an 11-0 lead. Trying to maintain control of that left wrist. And the Kimball wrestler works off to the side and gets a quick cover and a pin. Gaikowski's pinned at 59 seconds in the second period. And that will end your match with Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes defeating your Wolsey Wessington Springs Woonsocket WarHawks 51-21. We have one more duel coming up for each team. Please stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, we're back in just a few minutes away here from the start of our third and final set of matches tonight, where your Woonsocket Wessington Springs Wolsey Wessington WarHawks will be facing off against the Warner-Northwestern Monarchs. And on the other mat, it will be Kimball-White Lake Platte Gettys against your Howard Tigers. Couple of things upcoming for your WarHawk wrestling and Spartan activities. On January 14th, the Wessington Springs Lady Spartans will be participating in the 281 basketball tournament. That game is at 3:30 on Friday. That will be carried on your Wolsey Wessington Venture Station and your Santel Venture Station. I believe you can also go to the Wolsey Wessington YouTube channel if you are not in one of those coverage areas. That's the girls' 281 opening round versus Highmore Herald tomorrow at 3:30. On Saturday, our boys are in action at the 281 basketball tournament in Wolsey at 2:30 as they take on Iroquois Doland. Once again, those matches will be carried on your Wolsey Venture Station. I believe that is 380, and on your Santel Station. Also on Saturday, there's a middle school wrestling tournament in Huron starting at 9:30 a.m. On Monday, the 17th, the junior high boys return to action in basketball facing the Miller Wrestlers at 5 p.m. The 281 tournament continues on Tuesday, the 18th, with both boys and girls in action, either in Wolsey or at JVC. Once those pairings are announced and we know who is in which bracket, we will announce what games we will be doing. Please check our Facebook page or the announcements for those upcoming events. Also on the 18th, Tuesday, there's middle school wrestling at Aberdeen beginning at 4 o'clock. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone who's tuning in tonight for our coverage of your wrestling quad. We will do our best to get as many names correct and wrestlers identified. As Warner-Northwestern came in fairly short this evening of wrestlers due to illness and numbers, there will only be 5 matches against the WarHawks. After that, we will cut over to the Kimball-White Lake Platte Gettys Howard Tigers match for the conclusion of our evening. It looks like we're about ready to get started here in the Kimball-White Lake Platte Gettys Howard match. So we'll cut over there until your WarHawks take the mat. Once again, don't forget to thank all of our fine sponsors that allow us to put these events on our television stations, on Wessington Springs Spartans Live, and on Wessington Springs Spartans YouTube. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. And once again, please go and support our sponsors. Starting off will be, I believe it's Johnny Calise for your Howard Tigers and Joey Boz for your Kimball-White Lake Platte Gettys Wildcats. So this one is Calise and Boz. Boz in on a double. Khalees counters. Khalees works it around. And we're going to go both up as they were off the mat. We'll keep you updated on that match as we move back to your WarHawks match. And our first match will have Troy Fosnot at 145. And for Northwestern, we have Chase Manfield. Fosnot a sophomore, Mansfield an 8th grader. And we're both off the mat there. On the other mat, we are still scoreless. Fosnot and Mansfield are also scoreless here in your first. And at the end of the first period, of the Kimball, we are scoreless. Mansfield in on a single, looking to trip Fosnot up. Mansfield continues to control that left leg. Fosnot's trying to control the head there. And Mansfield gets the takedown. With 1:15 gone, Fosnot will return to the center of the mat on the bottom position, trailing 2-0. On the other side, we have Boz in on a single. Counter there by Khalees. And now an escape. So Boz leads 2-1 on your other match. Back to your WarHawks. Fosnot returned to the mat there by Mansfield. Mansfield working to get control of that wrist. Fosnot doing a good job of fighting it off and will return to the center of the ring. On mat 2, you have Boz leading Khalees 2-1. Fosnot tries to escape. Good job there by Mansfield, maintaining control. And we have a takedown by Boz on mat 2. And Fosnot is pinned at 1:52 of period 1. And Khalees is pinned by Boz at 1:25 of period 2. So we have Mansfield over Fosnot and Boz over Khalees. Next match up here for your WarHawks. Braden Labor takes a forfeit. Following that, at 170, we have Alex Pudwell, and he will take a forfeit. At 195, at 182, we have Carter Gross, and Gross will receive a forfeit. At 195, we have Cole Wilkie. Wilkie a junior. Cole Wilkie at 195 will receive a forfeit. At 220, we have Preston Cavalier, a freshman, and Cavalier will receive a forfeit. At 285, we have Quentin Christensen. Christensen will receive a forfeit. At 106, Ashton Hill will receive a forfeit. At 113, Jackson Carter will receive a forfeit. At 126, Ethan Rierick will receive a forfeit. At 132, Kaden Carter will receive a forfeit. Nathan Gajkowski will receive a forfeit. At 138, K.L. Muling will be facing off. And I'm sorry, but I don't have a wrestler listed for Warner-Northwestern, but for your WarHawks, it is K.L. Muling. This may be Chase Mansfield. So Muling's wrestling up a little bit to get a match in here. Does a good job of blocking that single attempt. Muling and his opponent continue to circle. Muling with a shot. Came up a little bit short there. Muling in on the head, working it around, has a leg hooked. No points yet as Manfield is controlling Muling's right leg. Now Muling gets a 2-point takedown. Muling's trying to work on some back points here. He's got 2 secured. Muling continues to try to work. He needs to hook that elbow and get that leg across. Good job there by Muling. Muling continues to maintain control on top. Gave up wrist control, gets it right back after he scores 3 back points. Muling leads 5-0, but Mansfield up to his feet, and Muling cuts him loose. Muling now leads 5-1 with 31 seconds to go here in your first period. Mansfield has a single, Muling looking to counter. Muling flattens out. Good defensive move there by Muling. Now Muling back on the attack, looking to get a turn. He's looking to move forward. And right at the end of the period with 2 seconds left, Muling gets a takedown to take a 7-1 lead into your second period. Both wrestlers will start on their feet to start this second period. With Wessington Springs, we'll see Wessington Woonsocket leading this duel 48-24. Oh, well, the Warner took a shot at a single. Muling slipped that and got the takedown to take a 9-1 lead. Muling working to pull that arm out from under. Working to get off to the side to try to get a half in there. Good defense there by the Monarch wrestler. Muling once again gets off to the side, maintains control of that right wrist. Muling looking to get off to a side here. Muling gets him back to the mat, and we're off the mat, and we'll return to the middle with Muling in control. 9-1 here with 1 minute to go in your second period. Muling assumes the top position. An attempted sit out, and we have a caution green for an early start. Muling covers once more. And this time it starts good. And Muling does maintain that wrist control. Looking to work off to the side. Trying to get onto that head. And the Monarch wrestler escapes with 41 seconds here to go in your second period. It's 9-2. Muling continues to lead. Muling, one of our 3 seniors honored tonight. Oh, and Muling puts him straight from his feet to his back. Muling trying to push and pull that head up for the pin, and Muling gets the pin at 1:36 of the second period. Good match there by both gentlemen. Muling on top with the pin at 1:36 in the second period. We will have an exhibition match. We will have Ethan Rierick against Patrick Decker. Decker, your lone Iroquois Doland wrestler here tonight. So we have Ethan Rierick against Patrick Decker. Oh, and Decker gets a quick takedown of Rierick. Trying to control that right arm underneath there. Rierick backs out of that. We're off the mat, and we do have the reversal called, so Rierick ties it at 2 with 1:42 to go here in the first period. Rierick covers. Working on that arm. Decker tries a sit out, and a successful one at that. Although we still have Rierick in control, as he did not let go of that head. Rierick trying to run it around. Decker doing a good job. Rierick trying to drag it in, and Rierick has his back exposed. Rierick working hard. Rierick getting centered over the top. And Rierick gets the pin at 55 seconds of the first period over Patrick Decker. Decker was our lone Iroquois Doland wrestler here tonight. And that will end our duel here. We will cut over to the Kimball-White Lake Howard match. Once again, apologies, I don't have all the names of these young men from the other towns. When they have multiple wrestlers in the same weight class and do not wear numbers, it's hard to tell who's who. This match is tied 3-3 in the second period. Both gentlemen are working hard, and we're going to have a stalemate called. Oh, a good escape attempt there by the Wildcat wrestler, but the Tiger fended him off. Tiger wrestler remains in control there. A roll through there. The Kimball-White Lake wrestler working hard to get off the bottom there. The Howard wrestler doing a good job of maintaining control. Oh, and we're off the mat. This match is still tied at 3. And back over here, we are going to have an exhibition match. We have Nathan Gaikowski for the WarHawks. And for Kimball-White Lake, we have, I believe it is Aiden Myers. As we wait for some equipment repair over here, we'll cut back over to the hard match, and the Kimball wrestler scores an escape to take a 4-3 lead. Back over here, we have Gaikowski working hard, has a leg hooked, continues to work it hard. The Kimball wrestler makes a good move to get out of that and gets the 2-point takedown. The Kimball-White Lake wrestler continues to put pressure on Gaikowski by controlling that left wrist. Gaikowski doing a good job of keeping a wide base to prevent from being turned. Gaikowski looks to come out the backside. Does a good job, just cannot free that leg. Gaikowski continues to trail 2-0. We have a potential clenched hand. Gaikowski gets the reversal. Gaikowski getting back points here. And Gaikowski pins his opponent, who I believe was Aiden Meyer. And I believe that's it for exhibitions. We'll return you over here to the Howard Kimball match. Where it is 6-3. The Howard wrestler maintains control, but the Kimball-White Lake wrestler looking for that reversal, and he gets it right towards the end of the period. Looking for back points. Now we're counting some back points. And we have 2 back points. The Kimball-White Lake wrestler comes back to take a very hard-fought 7-6 victory. We'll try to catch a weight class here and get you some names for the remainder of this duel. It appears Levi Nightingale will be taking a forfeit. Dalton Deffenbaugh will also receive a forfeit. Cameron Stiles will receive a forfeit. Now we'll go back to the 106-pound weight class. I believe we have Connor Geed. We have Connor Geed for Howard and either Gavin Braun or Vincent Lentz for Kimball-White Lake. Kimball-White Lake takes the initial takedown. Geed looking to get to his feet. And back over on the WarHawk mat, we have an exhibition with a Kimball-White Lake wrestler. And the WarHawk wrestlers on top didn't quite catch who that was. It could be Kaden Carter. Carter trying to get the pin worked in here. Good job on the bottom to roll out of that. Carter looking to go again. And we have 3 back points awarded to the WarHawk for a 5-0 lead. And an escape by your Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes Wildcat wrestler. Back in on a double for your WarHawks wrestler. Nothing yet. And there we have our takedown. With only 2 seconds to go, that's how your first period will end, with your WarHawk taking a 7-1 lead. And I believe I've misidentified your WarHawk. I think it's Nathan Gaikowski going again. A good roll through there for the reversal and straight into back points. Back points being counted. We're down up to 3. We have 1:36 to go. Your WarHawk working hard for a pin here. And the pin is gained. And that was Nathan Gaikowski with the pin for your WarHawks. We're waiting patiently to see if we'll have another exhibition match over here. And it appears we will not. We'll come back to the finish of the Kimball-White Lake Platte Geddes Howard match. We have currently in a blood timeout. We have the Wildcat wrestler in control over here. And that ends the period. As we start the third period, it's 6-1. Both wrestlers looking to gain some control here. We have blood time once again during this match. Back to the action here. The Howard Tiger is in on a single. Both roll through, nothing, no points awarded. Two points awarded to the Kimball wrestler, taking an 8-1 lead. And that's how it'll end. 8-1 with the victory to the Wildcat wrestler over the Tiger. And the Kimball wrestler takes a forfeit. I believe that forfeit came at 132. I believe this is a 138 match. For Kimball, we have Gabriel Martin. And for Kimball-White Lake, we have a trio of wrestlers. It could be Chase Verlick, Gavin Walsh, or Jace Solik. Martin scores the first two. And Martin with a quick pin. That pin comes at 22 seconds of the first period. Martin with the pin. At 1:45, I believe we have Garrett Westendorf receiving a forfeit. Kimball receives another forfeit. Kimball receives a forfeit at 38 as well. We will have a match at 1:45. For Kimball-White Lake, there at 1:45 is Garen Westendorf. And I believe that Gabriel Martin is wrestling up. Oh, and a quick takedown there by Westendorf. Westendorf continuing to hustle on top. Martin continuing to try to work out. Westendorf has control of that arm, looking for wrist control. A good job there by Martin of slipping out of that. Martin working hard there on the bottom. Westendorf doing a good job of keeping him down. Westendorf trying to get back points here. Oh, and he does slip through there. It's going to come up with at least 3 back points here. Trying to push in for the pin. 10 seconds left to go here in your first period. And that's how your first period will end, with Westendorf leading 5-0. Good job there by Martin to come through. Westendorf stretched out on the mat, trying to get back to his base. Gets to his knees. Good job there again by the Tiger, returning him to the mat. Martin does a good job of exposing the back of Westendorf. Martin may be a little bit high there. Continues to push. Needs to gain a little leverage here. And there it is, a pin for Martin at 1:36 of period 2. And a takedown there by your Wildcat wrestler. And this is Jackson Janes for Howard. And I believe it would be Aiden Myers if the weight sheet is right for your Wildcats. Myers in control right now, and Myers sticks him. Myers with the pin at 44 seconds of the first period. I believe this is Garrett Westendorf. And I do not have a wrestler at 145 listed for Howard. And both wrestlers will return to the middle, both up, as there was no takedown awarded on that exchange. We'd like to thank our viewers online right now. And we have a takedown by the Wildcat wrestler to take a 2-0 lead. And the Wildcat wrestler gets the turn. We have back points counting. Under 10 seconds to go here. 5. And there's a pin. At 1:57 of the first period, the pin goes to Garrett Westendorf. I believe this to be Grayson Hansen, a senior, and Karsten Hamilton. Both boys are working hard here to try to gain an advantage with 1 minute to go here in your first period. Shot taken. Oh, a good counter there. Nice shot, nice counter. Oh, and a quick move there by your Wildcat wrestler. Tiger wrestler once again counters. Both wrestlers looking for some sort of advantage here. And that is the end of the period. And the Wildcat wrestler with an escape. And the Kimball wrestler puts him to the mat, and a pin. The pin comes at 32 seconds of the second period. And I believe that will end our quad for tonight. I would like to thank you all for joining us tonight. Remember, the girls are in action at 3:30 tomorrow on the Wolsey Wessington station. That will be on channel 380. Boys in action at 2:30 on Saturday, also on the Wolsey Wessington channel 380. I would like to thank Marcus and Carson for setting me up tonight. For those that I missed names, I apologize. Have a good evening and travel safe.